Welcome back to episode 7 of my Toyota Land Cruiser project. In case you haven't seen the other episodes, this is a 2008 79 series Toyota Land Cruiser from the Middle East that was imported here into the United States. I've put it on a 4th gen 4Runner chassis with the V8 engine. In a previous episode, I fully rebuilt the chassis, which you should go watch that episode, but I used stock OEM suspension. In today's episode, we have a big suspension upgrade. I'm super excited for this. Stock suspension is just not going to do for this project. I went with the Dobinson's IMS suspension setup. So this is their, I guess you could say it's the mid-tier of their 3 setups. We're going to start on the back of the truck and move forward. I'm so excited. We're just going to get right to it. But thanks for tuning into the episode. I hope you enjoy.
And circular, I see reality. I've thrown away my life before, it's nothing new to me. I love it. I love it. Loving and giving and hoping and living for you.
I got the rear suspension all installed. I'm working on the front now, getting it all disassembled. In a previous episode, I made new inner fenders for this car, and I had talked about needing to make an access panel to get the upper control arms out, and I haven't actually tested it. Together, we're going to see if this works here. If you haven't seen that episode, these are the new inner fenders I made, and if you're not that familiar with these cars, they have really long upper control arm bolts that are like this long, and to be able to get them out, I made this access panel here, which just unbolts. So this is untested. If it works, you should see the control arm bolt popping out that hole. Well, that's satisfying. I will say it's probably a little more cumbersome than it needs to be, but you can see how long this bolt is. I decided it would be wise while all the suspension stuff is not here and out of my way to finally make these rubber gaskets I talked about a couple episodes ago. So the purpose of these is to try to keep as much debris and water and whatnot out of the engine bay. Obviously, there's a couple holes that had a clearance for the headers and whatnot, but this should at least keep the debris down to a minimum. So I made templates. I used the factory 70 series, the original rubber seals, just like this. Made templates, cut them out, and then they just have little plastic clips holding them in. But It should keep the water to a minimum. So now that that's done, we can finish installing the rest of the suspension.
Walk away, baby, run away, baby. You're not understanding the heart that is sending. The love is taking the time to awaken in you. Well, walk away, baby, run away, maybe. Love, bitter sorrow will get me tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking, it's clouded my thinking. Walk away, baby, run away, maybe. Now that you're leaving, there's no sense in grieving. Although you're gone, I still got the memory of you.
Thanks for tuning in. I think that's all we're going to do in this episode. I'm stoked with how much of a change this made on the truck. Having the stance sit the way I want it to, it totally changes the look. I also still have adjustability up front. So once I get the bumper and the lights, everything else I want to mount up front, I'll be able to adjust the front up and get it sitting perfectly level how I like it to. But for now, I'm going to leave it. It looks great. Hopefully in the next episode, I've been saying this for like 3 episodes, hopefully in the next episode it's all about the interior. I just got a package in the mail. I ordered every sample I could buy, like literally. These are all fabric samples, little tokens. These are all cloth. I have this whole, it's like a paint chip book almost, of different leathers. The interior is one of my favorite parts of these projects, so I'm going to sort through these samples, pick out my favorites, get them ordered. In the meantime, I got to get the bumper mounted. I'm probably going to build a rear bumper and maybe some like rock skidders on the side. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to get everything buttoned up, and the interior is the last big project before this thing is finished. So we're getting there. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first episode, I encourage you to go check out all the other ones. But if not, thanks for coming back. And yeah, I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
At least we have each other.
Yeah!
And all that running is good for your buns and thighs, right?
Yeah, buns and ties.